2, 3.
Welcome to the Pride and Prejudice Game Show, where we match you with the man of your dreams. Tonight we have a Miss Elizabeth Bennett here and 3 lucky contestants. Miss Bennett, are you ready to start the show?
Why, of course. I'm here, aren't I?
Alright then, let's get started. The show works like this. The first impression, Miss Bennett will ask the 3 bachelors questions and see some insight into their personality, followed by the second impression, where they'll be in a social setting and get to know each other a little better. Finally, the third impression, where we get commentary from the friends and family of Miss Bennett and Miss Bennett's final decision on who her dream man will be. Let's get started. Our first contestant, Mr. Collins, please tell us something about yourself. I am grateful to my lady Catherine, my patron, for telling me to go on the show. Did you know? Thank you, Mr. Collins, for that very interesting report. Our second contestant, Mr. Wickham, please tell us something about yourself. I'm currently enlisted in the army at the moment. I'm just happy to be in service of jolly old England. Thank you very much, Mr. Wickham. Now moving on to our final contestant. You know him, Mr. Darcy! Mr. Darcy, to tell the truth, there are other things that require my attention than being here on this silly show. However, I am here on Mr. Bingley's request alone. You hear me, Bingley? Alright, those are our 3 lucky contestants. Now let's get this started with our first impression. Miss Elizabeth Bennett, if you will, your questions for these fine gentlemen.
Contestant number 1. How would you react if you were to entail my father's estate?
Well, if that were the case, there would be some hostility between our families, which I apologize for, honestly. But I would offer my hand to you in marriage, for no woman in their right mind would deny a man under the patronage of the noble Lady Catherine. Speaking of lady, thank you, contestant number 1. Now, moving on to contestant number 2, Miss Bennett, if you will.
Contestant number 2. Where will you take me on a date?
Well, lady, first I would take you up onto a gallant white stallion and we would ride into the countryside slowly and peacefully. Then we'd go down to Maryton, where we would go shopping and enjoy everything your heart desires. Ooh, a very smooth answer, contestant number 2. And finally, contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3. If you were to see me at a ball for the first time, how would you react?
Well, if it was our first encounter, I would not approach you at all. And having not known you on the first meeting, I would not acquaint myself with you in the first place. A very interesting answer. Well, that's it for the first impression. We'll be right back after these first few messages for the second part of our show. Welcome back to the Pride and Prejudice Game Show. Where we last saw our contestants, the first impression was over. Now, the second impression. Let's take a look at how the dates are going, shall we?
I see you watching, tell me is there something you like, cause I feel your eyes, they interest me. No, don't just stop it, love it with your bad attitude, cause I'm in the mood, baby, impress me. Let me follow your lead, baby, come on, control me.
Mr. Darcy?
Our date.
Mr. Darcy?
3 is
Are you gonna say anything or... Okay, this was a mistake. So, gonna go.
Wait! Has anyone ever told you that your eyes are the prettiest I've ever seen in my life?
Well, no. Thank you.
Alright, now for the final part of our show, where we're gonna hear some comments and, things from the friends and family of our lovely lady. Shall we? Well, Collins is annoying, Wickham is obviously false, and Darcy is simply awkward. However, Darcy appears to be the better of the 3. So, if I were to choose, I would choose Darcy. This is after me fortune, I tell you that much! I tell you that much, Collins is after me! I find out they're very admirable. Oh, we probably misunderstand their flaws. However, I hear from Mr. Louis that Darcy is quite the man. Alright, after having heard these comments, our lovely lady will now make her decision.
I can't stand to depend on the shadow.
Okay. Colin was annoying. Wickham, though he was really charming, was fake. Darcy was... he's the one.
Show them what we're made of.
Alright, there we go! Please, give up for the new couple, Mr. Darcy and Miss Bennett. Come on, people, let's do this.
Today is your day. Today is our day. Making up for lost time. Making a scene. Oh yeah. You've made a lasting impression, and if it doesn't feel right, then I just can't go wrong. I've been sleeping